I don't know what I think.
Because I need them to be happy. I've destroyed too many other couples. Where are you, Ace Attorney? There you are. Oh, I gotta fix you on the screen now. Boom. Oh, I already talked to you. I gotta investigate now.
Time to investigate.
This giant robot. Awesome. This is one heck of a robot. Do you want to voice? Okay.
What could be a problem? I don't remember what voice I gave her. I cut down anyone who displeases me. I make the rules. I am the law. I wield the ultimate gavel of judgment. I am Judgeathon JTO2.
I don't believe we need to bother with that, Pearl. It's not even completed yet. He's right, Pearls. There was no sign of it in the photo from 7 years ago either. Oh, right, okay. They were building the Hope space probe here at the time. The murder occurred after the space probe had been removed from the room. So it was long gone by the time someone took this picture, huh?
Right. But you can see the probe in the newspaper photo.
Yes, and you can see the stolen moon rock there too. Is it that thing? The strange black and yellow thing on the left side of the picture? It is. What? Ew. Note that the same rock is absent from the crime scene photo, sorry.
I'm eating right now.
Not only that, but before the launch, a very valuable piece of moon rock was stolen.
I hear there's lots of research into moon rocks and stardust from asteroids these days. They say the results could potentially have a huge impact on all civilization. It's like we're in a new space race with every other country out there.
Did you enjoy that flashback, right? Yeah, thanks. So the person who stole it, think it was our spy? I'm sure of it. Dr. Sykes was probably killed because she was the roadblock in their plan. Unfortunately, the government thinks Prosecutor Blackquill is the culprit.
Simon!
Is this the table?
I love you, Simon Blackquill.
It's about as cluttered as my office, but I think it's a workbench.
Mr. Nick, I think this must be a kitchen. Look at this photo. See the cute little food processor? Where?
What? Pearl, what are you talking about? That isn't a food processor. Edward says pearls!
Oh! He said pearls!
That isn't a food processor, Pearls. That's the Hope capsule. I've adopted the name that Wright gave to you because we are married.
Pearls!
It was scheduled to be located onto the Hope space probe that fateful day. The 3 people who came to collect the capsule discovered the body. The first on the scene, huh? Staff member and 2 police officers, was it? They were here to collect the capsule. Which reminds me. Flashback again!
Another flashback. There's like a flashback every 2 seconds!
So they plan to use this bag to carry the capsule, is that right? No, asshole.
Yeah, more or less. Say, why don't we stop talking about the case and have a nice cup of tea instead?
Blue! Did my mic pick up on that one?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Blue. That's all I heard you say. Blue.
You're an imposter. Apollo and Aura Blackwell, I wonder what they're talking about.
I wonder what you're talking about.
Thank you for the flashback, right? Edward, did those 3 people have the bag with them for transporting the capsule? Oh, you mean this. It's a custom-made, shock-resistant bag, but how did you know? I'm smarter than I look. Yes, I know. I just overheard Apollo making an inquiry about it, that's all. So he's looking into the case from 7 years ago on his own, is he? No, he isn't.
Wait,
That's just a
I
lie.
just realized Zed and Pearl meet for the first time here. Because Zed's also in this scene. Pearl! Except he isn't himself. He's not an asshole for once.
What's this? It looks like a giant power plug. It's attached to what looks like an electric vehicle charging station. Clonko. It's a charging station for us robots! We come here periodically and charge ourselves. I forget what I gave Clonko. Wow, machines that maintain themselves. That's pretty cool. If our batteries run out and we lose consciousness, there we go. We never know what Miss Aura will do to us while we're down, you see. You see? That's just like the speech pattern of Blaze the Best. Nothing motivates quite like fear, huh? Okay, well done, Phoenix. You just proved everyone's motive for the past 2 cases. Hey, look at this row of rolling cases. I bet the wheels make it easier for people to move heavy research materials around.
Oh. I bet they'd be fun to ride around in.
Inspector Gregson, are you in there?
Inspector Gregson!
Inspector Gregson!
I could even probably fit both into the biggest one. I know. We could have Prosecutor Edgeworth push us. Oh.
I don't trust him not to push us down a flight of stairs. I've witnessed someone jump off a flight of stairs onto luggages and he survived. I think you'll be fine, right? You fell off a bridge that was burning. And you survived. And you survived poison. I don't understand how that happened either. I'm magical. What's this? Giant robot arm, maybe?
It's pretty big for an arm, but you're right. I think these thin parts here are her finger bones. Ew. They're even about as long as my legs.
There's a spiked ball and giant drill on the floor, too. So we're trying to build some kind of weapon of mass destruction?
Maybe she wants to use it to demolish a big building or something?
I can picture her gleefully tearing down the street just doing that. Better not think about it anymore. You don't think in the first place, right? You were so rude. B. Boop, here we are. Okay. Chair. It looks like an operating table. It's in the photo, too. Yes, it was here then as well, with the victim's body lying on it.
There's a button. Oh, I know. I'll try pushing it.
Pearls, don't touch the...
Oopsie.
Ah.
She like me for real.
Hey, it's moving. It appears to be a robot assembly device.
What you thinking?
Sorry, I gotta. Oh, okay, bye. I guess. It's a loop. Okay. There it is. There it is.
Disassemble anything in a flash. Push the dismantle button.
That's what I was waiting for.
That sounds pretty neat. Can I push it, Mr. Nick?
Please don't push any more buttons, Pearls. No. Actually, we don't need to push the button. I think I have a pretty good idea of what happens when you push the dismantle button.
The sword's right there, though.
Yes. Hey, Edgeworth, we've done a case before, right? Where the sword wasn't actually the murder weapon. Yes, it was a different sword. Yeah, okay. Gotcha. An emergency... Oh. Alright. I gotta get ready for this one. An emergency ladder. This must be the one they used during the evacuation. It's actually a step ladder.
The explosion disabled the elevators. So I lowered my emergency ladder like the detective leading the evacuate that told me to. As
And
Miss
Miss
Blackwell was
This is me! As Miss Blackwell was climbing down the side of the building, she saw the culprit inside. I wonder which would have been scarier, that or looking down. Oh man, we don't get to argue about it? Okay. Aura's desk is a mess, though that doesn't surprise me.
Oh, I just want to dive in and straighten it up.
Wait, before you do...
Oh my god!
Another flashback.
Notice.
Huh? She just glanced over at her desk. Wait a minute! I've seen her before! Flashback. I know this person! Flashback. It's Meta Sykes. Klonko, can I talk to you? I really hope he's back to normal. You wish to speak to me, Mr. Wright? If you're going to hit me, please avoid the face area. Hey, don't put me in the same class as that woman. What was Aura like 7 years ago at the time of the incident? When Mother died, Miss Aura was confused. Huh? So he calls Dr. Sykes mother, but Aura Blackwell Miss Aura? With the loss, she exhibited a severe cataclysmine cataclysmine imbalance.
Excuse me, but I have no idea what that means.
Pardon me, searching for alternative expression. She would spend the nights crying and then take out her feelings on those around her.
So she wasn't grieving.
Okay, Caitlin from my street. I mean, who said that? After Prosecutor Blackwell was found guilty, she repeatedly demanded a retrial as well. That is correct. But without new evidence, her requests were ignored. And then little by little, Miss Aura began to change. She started to hate it when I called her Mama Aura. And before long, she started hating the court system and abusing Klonko, huh? Flashback to her hitting Klonko.
That murder destroyed so many lives.
Right. Take a look at this paper on Dr. Sykes and Miss Blackwell's research. I couldn't read that, sorry, gotta adjust my glasses. Ponko and Klonko. They're both robots with hearts that Dr. Sykes created. Ponko series features can determine presence of a human with their heartbeat detection system, recognizes people by scanning their spacesuit or uniform jacket ID tag. See, that's why he's talking to Apollo like Mr. Terran or whatever. Can also recognize a person by facial features once the face has been registered, can infer people's emotions by analyzing their tone of voice and communicate with them. In addition, they can recognize people by their— oh my god, Phoenix, I read this! That's amazing! Hey, I don't know, Edgeworth, they might be even more human than you. What's that supposed to mean? Are you secretly a robot? How dare you make reference to that stupid Jello apocalypse joke? Kinda sounds like these robots can do what Athena does. Is Athena a robot? Game theory!
Maybe. Who knows?
Well, I guess that's about it for this room. So what do you think, right? Any ideas? Well, there are still a lot of gaps in the evidence, but I'll put it off somehow. After all, you asked me to prove Blackwell's innocence, right, Edgeworth?
What? He did?
Yep. He called it a special request. He reached out to me while I was still disbarred. They're everything.
So, that was what sparked you to get your attorney's badge back?
Yep, the Blackwell case.
romantic.
Right, I have a see, look, he visited! Right, I have a special request. I want you to clear one of my subordinates of suspicion. Hey, I'm not even a lawyer anymore, remember? I haven't been one for a long time. That 8-year misunderstanding has been cleared up, and you must be eager to return. I'm sure you're familiar with the other case that ushered in the dark age of the law. You mean the professor's case? No, not that far back. Very soon a conflict will stand as a prosecutor in court.
Convict.
A convict, sorry. Shit. What did I even say?
Conflict.
Conflict. A problem will be sentient. Okay, I want you to keep an eye on him. Just when I'm beginning to actually like the job I have now. What job did you have?
What job?
Right. I'm sorry I dragged you into this. Because of the espionage aspect, I wasn't free to give you all the details. Hey, no need to apologize. It's like I said on the phone the other day. I know the type... I know that the type of criminals you're after now aren't small fries anymore. They haven't been for a long time. Not since the first game, buddy. Oh, that's who he was talking to. He was having his daily chat with his husband at the beginning of the game. Looks like your target finally decided to make a move. Yeah. It's for this very reason I returned. Time to bring it to an end. I'm going to end the dark age of the law. That's what this is all about.
Please do, otherwise Zed will be depressed. Dark age of the law. It sure comes up a lot these days on TV and in the papers. And I hear there are more false charges and fabrication of evidence than ever.
Are you kidding? I literally had 2 whole games trying to fight that aspect of myself. Edgeworth, calm down. When I became chief prosecutor, the court system had already lost the people's trust. I really wonder why. Like the previous chief prosecutor and the other previous chief prosecutor. Which ones are you talking about, Edgeworth? Miss Sky and DeBest? Oh, yeah. Oh, I forgot about that. It all began 8 years ago.
Sky?
Yes, Lana Sky.
Lana?
Yes. She was chief prosecutor.
She was a prosecutor?
Yes.
She was like in the military.
She was a police officer, then got promoted to prosecutor, chief prosecutor. A lawyer was caught fabricating evidence. And the year after that, a prosecutor was found guilty of murder.
Wait, do you mean...
That's right. He's talking about my case and Prosecutor Blackwell's. Flashback. It was a downward spiral after that. An absolute nightmare. After those 2 cases, the mass media launched an all-out attack on the courts. Public opinion was tainted and, before long, the legal world itself was sucked into it. Such a shame. Once suspicion forms, it's very hard to shake. Oh, yeah, you know all about that Hundarian Voliant. I mean, lawyers and prosecutors were supposed to trust each other, pursue the truth together. I wonder who that started with. Right, Edgeworth? Stop. Stop it. We're giving exposition to Pearl.
Pearl to Zed. Are they flirting?
Yeah.
It's so sad when people begin to cast doubt. They start lying to themselves and each other.
Yes, and do absolutely anything to win. We're in an age now where winning is valued far more than the truth. We've been for so long.
We've been through for
like 12, 11 years.
For decades, bro.
Centuries. Actually, okay, the only prosecutor who wanted to win because it was winning was Alchi in The Great Ace Attorney. I'm sure it's caused our new chief prosecutor to lose many a night's rest. Is it just me, or did his brow get even more furrowed than the last I saw him? The hostage taker's disdain for the courts is a perfect example of the times. Hold on.
Sure is.
Okay. Ah, sure is. Do you have any idea who the hostage taker might be? Are you stupid? Well, somebody who mistrusts the court system and can manipulate robots. Can really only be Aura Blackwell. Who else but her would want a retrial of that case from 7 years ago so badly? Did someone say 7 years ago? Apollo! Prosecutor Simon. What? There is no prosecutor in that sentence. Simon Blackwell's older sister and the owner of this room. I agree with your conclusion. Perhaps she is intended to force Miss Sykes to confess. Actually, I think she had a much more horrific plan in mind for Athena. The important thing is that you solve UR1 and prove Blackwell's innocence.
And then maybe she'll release the hostages. Hey.
I'm counting on you, right? To set that prosecutor and those hostages free. And I'll be counting on you in court to help me too. Of course. I'll do everything I can to help uncover the truth. As this isn't an official trial, I'm more at liberty to be a little unorthodox.
Mr. Wright, are you finished with your investigation?
Yeah, but I'd like you to tell the hostage taker something for me. I have to go to the detention center. I can't start the trial until I've talked to Athena.
She's already given her consent. I'll accompany you to the detention center.
So I'm still being watched, huh? I'll see you in court, Edgeworth.
Was that a marriage proposal?
Even if it will be an undocumented trial, it'll be good to face you in court again. This is...
Are they flirting? Are they flirting?
They're literally flirting. Hey Edgeworth, 8 more days. What are you gonna do for it? I can come with you. Sure. She was right by my side only a few short hours ago. But I feel like I haven't seen her in ages.
No, Mr. Wright! And Pearly too. I knew you would come. After all, the first step is the interview with the defendant.
And because you're my friend and I was worried about you.
Thanks, boss.
I'm not the only one who's worried either.
Really? Who else?
My husband, I saw Miss Woods
Do you
today.
have a...
No. Your girlfriend. I saw Miss Woods today. She was so beside herself she came to find me. She told me you used to live in the Cosmos Space Center. No wonder you knew so much about the place.
Oh. So, you know, huh? I'm sorry I didn't tell you.
That's alright. But there are some other things I'd like to ask you.
Sure, you can ask me anything. I promise I won't keep any secrets from you anymore.
Awesome. Hold this rock, please.
Huh?
Tell me about the day Clay was murdered.
I was actually at the Space Center that day. In the Space Museum.
Right where the culprit fled to? That's not good.
I never could fully deal with what happened 7 years ago. But when I saw the center again, during the news coverage of the Hat-2 launch, I thought maybe if I went there, things would be different this time. It must have taken a lot of courage to face your past like that.
Flashback.
So I went to the museum the evening before the explosions. This was before the launch pads had been switched. There was a sign that said closed for repairs and they weren't letting anybody in.
Yeah, the director couldn't very well switch the pads if there were people in there.
But I snuck in anyway.
Lady! Did you want to see the Hat 1 group photo? The one with your mother in it?
did. But what I really wanted to see was her jacket.
Flashback. The jacket on display. That was Dr. Sykes?
But I should have known it wouldn't be easy to get over such a traumatic experience. The second I saw that jacket, it all came rushing back to me. Everything around me went hazy and I couldn't see. I tried to get out of there somehow,
And then the room switched.
but I guess I passed out. When I came to, I was in the passage behind a rock. I was in the shadows where people couldn't really see me.
Maybe you got confused and went the wrong way when you were trying to leave.
How long do you think you were unconscious for, Athena? I was out until about noon of the next day. I didn't even know about the explosions.
Okay, like,
Wait, so she was literally there when the place exploded?
I guess. Oh my god. Okay. 34.
Girl, you were... Oh, he's old.
17 and 18. They're like almost the same age. That's hard to believe for me. We got 16, 17, and 18. And then 34.
Crazy.
Why he like this, brother?
When I woke up, nobody was around, so I just went out into the boarding lounge too. My mind must have still been fuzzy because my memories are vague after that. Oh my god, was she drugged? I don't remember how I got home.
Easy. You teleported. No memory, huh? This is gonna be tough.
Which means if I'm the one who killed Clay.
I feel like I just got deja vu, but I can't remember why. I'm the one who killed him, but it actually wasn't.
Gina?
I don't think
Perhaps?
it was. It might be Edgeworth, but I don't think it is. Because Edgeworth is also like, I killed my father. And he didn't. I think that's enough of that, Athena. Let's talk about something else. So, during the entire incident, she was unconscious in the Space Museum. Of course, I believe her. But will anybody else?
I don't know, will they?
What kind of research was Dr. Sykes, your mother, doing?
Machines that could tell people's emotions by their tone of voice. My special ability. Someday, when people travel to distant planets, their companions will be robots.
Bless you.
Thank you. So she said they had to be able to understand how their human companions felt. Oh, robots that can understand people! And I was just a convenient subject. I was just a convenient subject for her research.
Okay.
All she ever did was work. She never paid any attention to me.
Oh, you must be best friends with Cedar.
Oh, sorry about that. Judging up all that old stuff.
I literally told you to. Don't apologize. I guess her home life... I guess her home life... My bad. I guess her home life was complicated. Oh, by the way, Miss Woods said something about you always wearing headphones.
She always wore these big, heavy-looking headphones. She said her mother made them for her as a part of her research.
I had to wear them every time I went out. I hated them so much. But she wouldn't listen.
They look cool, though.
What were they for?
I'll take the headphones, Athena.
Oh, she gave me some kind of explanation. But I don't remember now. It was too difficult for a little kid to understand.
Okay, but let me say this one thing. I don't think your mother only thought of you as some handy subject for her research.
I want to believe that. But just about the only things my mother left me with are widget. And this earring.
Oh, I can add, my brain was like, ooh, moon earring. That's just like Nikolina Pavlova.
Oh, it's beautiful! Wait, how her?
She has a moon earring that was found in Cosmo's hand.
Oh,
And that's
okay.
like another reason. It's like, you were in the room!
It's made of a piece of real moon rock she's had for research. Girl, you're carrying around a moon rock? Maybe she did love me in her own way.
I think your mother was acoustic. Just like this music right now. I'm sure of it. I'm really sure she did. That's what I want to believe too. Why can't people just be like Herlock Sholmes and believe what they want to believe without, like, I have doubts? Okay, and? Better ask her a little more about her mother's research. I should show her that paper I found in the robotics lab. I'm what? What am I finding? This one? Oh. Robots with a heart.
Oh, the Ponko series. Must have gone to the robotics lab.
You seem to really love Ponko and Klonko.
Yeah, my mother made them and I grew up around them, you know? There's one of those cute little robots in this photo too. The Punko's bandages. I put those on her.
Awesome.
I just wound them around in the room. Pretty bad job, huh? But I really put my all into it. I hardly left the center in those days, so I didn't have any human friends besides Junie. I didn't really understand the difference between robots and people back then. I thought that if a robot broke, bandaging it would help get better. What a weirdo I was.
It looks like there's something written on the bandages.
Yeah, I wrote stuff like, "Get well soon, Ponko."
Why get well soon?
But in the end, my mom just put her on the operating table and fixed her in a flash.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that must be the thing I made move in the robotics lab. I was so impressed by what my mom did. I even asked her if she would put me on the table and fix me if I ever got hurt. Looked just like magic to me what she could do.
Did somebody say magic?
Trucy, how did you escape?
Disappearing act.
Little girl who grew up around robots. She seems to have some good memories of it. Ah, here we are again.
7 years ago.
7 years ago. On a different subject, did you hear about the person holding up the Space Center?
Yes, a little. And this person has even taken hostages?
I guess I'd better spare her the news about Trucy. Well, after some negotiating, we agreed to do a retrial of the case from 7 years ago.
What? You're kidding me, so that means Prosecutor Blackwell might...
Yep. I know he's innocent. I just have to prove it. So, wait, did you know him back then?
Yes. He used to come visit my mom a lot. He studied psychology under her and would sometimes ask for advice on his legal cases.
Where is he? There you are.
Hi, Simon!
That is a 10-year 10-year difference. Why do people ship them?
I know! I hate them. 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 He was very kind and considerate and straight up.
I guess that changed once he saw a cord, huh? Unlike now. Unlike now.
Hello.
When he's more twisted than a basket of snakes.
So I too took the That's why I took the witness stand during his trial 7 years ago.
Flashback.
Please, you have to listen to me. He didn't kill her. Tara is screaming that he didn't kill her. I was a fool. How could anybody else know that I was talking about?
She heard the voice of his heart.
Straight as an arrow.
Follow your heart. Okay.
You were only 11 then, right? Just brave just to give a testimony.
Prose is right. You did the very best you could at the time.
But nothing I said did any good. I was a shaking and scared little girl. Small and ineffectual. Even after I went to live with my relatives in Europe, I stayed close up with Michelle.
See, in Europe, Nikolina Pavlova.
But you're different now. You're always so bright and cheerful. Thanks. That's because one day I came to realize that I had to fight. I couldn't give up.
So I fought every police officer that bothered me, and I threw one onto Apollo. You did what now?
That's how we met. I exercised hard and I studied hard. I wanted to become the strongest lawyer I could be.
So that's why you try to punch every prosecutor we see.
I wanted to save Simon, but I had no idea how. Then I met Mr. Ryan, and thanks to him, I realized that if I became a lawyer, I could prove that Simon was innocent. I also realized that psychology could help me do this. I mean, psychology was my mother's specialty. When I studied it, I felt like she was there with me, supporting me.
Doesn't seem like Athena knows that Prosecutor Blackwell is due to be executed tomorrow.
I wanted to prove Simon's innocence personally. I wanted to do it so bad. Even now, I want to fly out in there and go save him. Isn't he in a detention center too?
Yeah.
Athena, you're in the same building as him.
Or maybe it's different. Because he's convicted for long. Oh, yeah, it is different. Because they literally, like, in the second game, in second investigations, you go to the prison where, like, convicted people are. Like, they're proved guilty. That's where we meet Sebastian. Come to think of it, she said something like that during the Themis Legal Academy trial. I'm just gonna say Turnabout Academy. She mentioned there was somebody else she wanted to save. She must have been talking about Prosecutor Blackwell.
I heard some prison guards say that you had an interview with Simon. How was he? What did he say?
He just told me to fuck off a bunch. No, I can't tell her! But how can I lie to Athena? He was doing well. He was happy about the possibility of being proven innocent.
He was? I wonder if he smiled like he used to. Back then.
He probably didn't. I don't think he did. If I can't prove Prosecutor Blackwell's innocence on this in this trial, I don't think Athena will ever forgive me. I just have to free him. Failure is not an option here. Ah! Ah, I thought you might be here, Mr. Lawyer. We're in trouble! We are? What is it? I couldn't find a single open courtroom. They're all in session.
No, but this is an emergency.
That's why we go in the broken one, the blown up one. It's very difficult to interrupt a trial once it's underway, unless you're playing the stolen turnabout and you need to interrogate Luke at me. Don't bring him up. Oh, it's back! My phone! It's from Trucy!
What is this theme?
The Steel Samurai theme.
Why is it Steel Samurai?
Maya probably said it. It's also Edward's ringtone.
Yeah, I know that. I didn't realize it was also Phoenix's.
Mr. Wright, are you gonna answer that?
One sec. Okay. Aura.
I told you I'd give you 1 hour. I guess it's time to pick one of the hostages.
No, wait, we still have a little more time. Besides, all of the courtrooms are being used right now.
Make all the excuses you want, but you won't get any more time. Your daughter is first. Poor thing. She's a little too young to die, don't you think?
No! Don't you dare hurt her! There has to be something I can do. The cruelest injustice is about to befall us!
No! This can't be happening. Like, Maya, help us!
Wait, what is she gonna do? She's not here! Wait a minute. Maya?
I read somewhere that you were holding a trial in the middle of an exploding courtroom. That must have been really something. Though weird is par for the course with you.
A courtroom blew up! That's it! There is a courtroom we can use after all!
Okay, time's up. Too bad. Any last words you'd like to say to her?
Hold it! Aura, please don't add to the crimes you've already committed.
So you know who I am, do you? It wasn't like I was going to keep it a secret from you anyway.
Did you think I was that stupid? Then I wouldn't know? We're ready to start the trial. We can hold it in the ruins of the courtroom number 4. The one blown up by the bomber.
Oh, what a wonderful idea, Mr. Nick.
I never would have thought of that. An astonishing trial in an astonishing location. I guess it's only befitting. I'll go get the place ready right away. I didn't exactly pick the place for its astonishing factor. How about it? Are you ready to have your brother's innocence proven?
Brother? Look. Oh, I'm sorry.
You're not forgiven.
Did I forget to mention? Not Simon you'll be defending.
What? Not Prosecutor Blackwell?
I indict Athena Sykes on the charge of murdering her own mother.
Something about December cases, huh? And murdering your parents.
For real. What is it, man? You'll be defending the little princess there. The one behind the glass.
What?
See you in that mountain of rubble you've chosen for our courtroom, Mr. Wright.
Okay, easy. I can do this.
What is she talking about? Athena? Of course. Why did that ever occur to me before? Prosecutor Blackwell's innocent. Somebody else had to have been the true culprit. Did I kill my own mother?
No. Stupid. Sorry.
She's having a panic attack, bro. You cannot.
Sorry, it wasn't Phoenix. It was me. It was me, not Phoenix. Alright. Holy
Black
heck! No way. It can't be true.
Mr. Nick, what's the matter?
I see 5 black cyclocks. I've seen these kinds of locks before. Dark black locks protecting a secret hidden deep inside the person's heart. And there's no way to remove them.
Aside from Kristoff, who else did these locks appear for?
Kristoff.
Yeah, aside from Kristoff.
That's it.
Literally just the two of them.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
That's crazy. Anyways, is that it?
Yeah. That's it today.
Straight up and arrow. arrow. Straight as an arrow.
Okay, let's look at my
Look at that
bingo
man.
card.
Look at that man that's straight as an arrow.
Okay. Mentor dies. I gotta check that off, because Matus dies.
Yeah.
Edgeworth appears last case. I gotta check that off. Oh yeah, there we go. Phoenix gets jumped. You know what we should do? We should watch some acolytes. Not acolytes, some escapades from the Great Ace Attorney. Because the escapades are really funny.
Okay.
I will play for you my favorite one.